always rude on Ali. Ali was a small boy and he was like a beggar. Okay, so every day he used to come to that innkeeper place, but that innkeeper was rude. That stable in that place, that the soup was very nice and also giving a very delicious smell. Every day that Ali smelled the soup of smell the soup. Okay, so every day he used to come to the inn and smell the soup. One day one man gave loaf of bread. That bread slices, that is called loaf of bread. So he brought near to the inn and smelling the soup, he was about to eat the loaf of the bread. Immediately that innkeeper thought that he was a thief, and immediately he caught in that boy Ali. The innkeeper shouted on that Ali, Ali, what are you doing in the place? Why should you come as you are a thief, as you are a beggar? He beat him very badly. So, shoo, no beggars, move around quickly. Because here that Ali, the innkeeper thought that Ali was a beggar. Shoo, move away from the place. The innkeeper shouted on Ali. So who was Ali? Ali was a beggar. Now, what did the Ali do? Every day Ali come to the inn and smell the soup. And who shouted on him? The innkeeper shouted on him to go away. And now, if only I could have a bowl of soup, then I could have a full meal. So now that Ali thought sometime, if I have a bowl of soup, I could have a meal. So in that inn, if I have a bowl of soup, I could have a bowl of meal. Ali's stomach growled with the hunger. So now Ali, that boy, feeling very hungry. Now, soon, no beggars, move around quickly. I will hold the loop over the stream. Maybe the flavor of this delicious soup will soak into the bread. So now here Ali thought that the loop over the stream may be the flavor of this delicious soup. Because when the Ali was standing near the inn, he was thinking about that soup, getting good smell from the soup. Soup, that the soup bowl. If you smell, we'll get a delicious smell. So he was thinking, holding up the loaf of the bread. Ali thought that smelling that delicious food, he could eat the loaf of bread. The innkeeper howled in anger. That innkeeper immediately saw the Ali and also shouted on Ali with angry. Now, you soup stealer. Now immediately the innkeeper shouted on the Ali, you are the soup stealer. But only he was standing near the inn and getting that smelling the smell of soup. But here, that innkeeper shouted on him, you are the bloody beggar and you are the stealer. You are standing here, and he said, see, sir, I am not a thief. I was only trying to capture, sir. I am not a thief. Ali begged. Ali was not a thief. And also just I am trying to capture the flower of the delicious soup. Then Ali begged the innkeeper, sir, please, just I am capturing the smell of flower of delicious soup. Okay, flower of delicious soup. Now, then the cunning innkeeper suddenly had an idea. Now, suddenly the innkeeper had an idea. You need to pay for the smell of my soup. Immediately, see that innkeeper You have to pay money. The smell of soup. See the fun, not for that meal or not for the soup, only smell. For the smell you must pay the money. The innkeeper shouted on the alley, on the beggar. But some people that smell nice, biryani smell or any curry smell means they like to eat immediately. Smelling that, they wanted to eat all the food. Like that, Ali also nearby the inn, standing and also getting the smell, capture of the flower of smell. Immediately the innkeeper shouted on him, you must pay the money for the smell of soup. See the fun, see what a cunning nature, what is the cunning nature of that innkeeper? To pay the money for smell of soup. Now, but sir, I have no money to pay. But here Ali said, sir, I have no money to pay. Now the innkeeper asked to pay the money for smell of soup. But here Ali said, I have no money. Now angered by Ali's reply, the innkeeper dragged him to court. But immediately the innkeeper got more angry on the Ali. And the innkeeper got more angry. Now immediately innkeeper dragged Ali to the court. Dragged him to court. And Naziruddin Haja was a judge. He listened patiently to the innkeeper's complaint. So when he went to the court, here that judge named Naziruddin Haja. He was a judge in the court. Okay, here Ali was a beggar. Okay, now Ali was a beggar. Okay, so one man gave piece of bread that he wanted to eat with the soup, but he had no money to buy. Immediately, that getting some smell from the inn, he wanted to eat up the loaf. Immediately, that innkeeper got angry on Ali. Ali, why did he got angry? Why did he got more angry on Ali? Why did he get more angry on the Ali? Because Ali have no money. Ali have no money to pay for the innkeeper. So immediately who dragged him to court? Innkeeper dragged him to court. Who was the judge in the court? Naziruddin Haja was the judge in the court. Now that judge listened very patiently, very calmly listened what the complaint is going to say by innkeeper and also Ali. What the complaint? What is the complaint to say in the court? Now what is the complaint? Here that innkeeper said, here that boy Ali has no money and he smelled the soup, smell the soup. So he must pay the money, but he doesn't have that money. Now are you demanding payment for the smell of your soup? Now that the court and the judge asked, are you demanding the payment for the smell of soup? So now are you demanding? Anybody will demand. The smell is come from all the places. Neighbor house also we can get the smell, when they are cooking that biryani, when they are making some curry, we can get that good smell. Okay, what an answer. The judge said, are you demanding the payment for smell of soup? The judge asked the innkeeper. Naziruddin Haja took out a bag of coins and gave it good shake. Everyone could hear the clinking of the coin. So now here that Naziruddin Haja took out a bag of coins and gave it a good shake. Everyone could hear the clinking of the coins. Alright, here is your payment. The sound of these coins in exchange for the smell of your soup. Now the court is dismissed. So Naziruddin Haja, he took out a bag of coins and gave it to good shake to the innkeeper, take this money. You are demanding that poor alley. Now that the judge has given the money to a innkeeper and shake and clicking sound. Everyone could hear the clicking of the coins. Clicking of the coins means sound of the coins. Now here the judge said, all right, here is your payment. And here innkeeper, you take your payment. Don't demand that poor alley. The sound of these coins, the sound of the coin, is exchanged for the smell of your soup. So the sound of the coin is exchanged for the smell of soup. Okay, the smell of soup. The Naziruddin Hoja judge has given a lot of coins. Now that lot of coins, the clicking of coins is a payment for the smell of soup. Now take and go. Now the court is dismissed. Can understand that story? See that the person courtesy. No courtesy for the innkeeper. No sympathy. How he is demanding to pay the money for the poor alley. But alley have no money. That man demanded. For that a simple problem. He dragged him to court. The court also laughed. What a nonsense. For the smell of the soup you are asking to pay the money, the poor alley. What a nonsense this question. Then immediately that judge Naziruddin Hoja has given a lot of coins to the innkeeper, take and go. That is, this coins is exchanged for the smell of soup. Now the court is dismissed. Can you understand this lesson? Okay, have a nice day.